Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm John Overall.
And I'm Angelique Lazardi. The group leading the charge to make Tucson a sanctuary city is now suing Tucson city leaders, accusing them of illegally trying to sway the vote.
News 4 Tucson's Eric Vink joins us live in studio right now with reaction from both sides. Eric?
John, Angelique, good evening. The People's Defense Initiative, the organization that has backed Prop 205 from the beginning, claims Tucson city officials are using city resources to urge Tucsonans to vote no on this controversial measure. But a city leader I spoke with says he and others are simply educating the public before voters make their decision. Ballots for November's general election dropped in the mail today, and the People's Defense Initiative is accusing city leaders of electioneering or trying to sway the outcome of the election. That's illegal under state law.
Let democracy take its course. We are offering people a choice. It's a yes or no vote. We're merely proposing it to Tucson voters, and what they are doing is using our own tax dollars to fight against our right to direct democracy.
Livier says this memo city leaders sent this week to the mayor and council, all of whom oppose Prop 205, is an example of trying to improperly influence voters. The memo contains a series of questions and answers about the proposition. City Councilman Steve Kozachik, who's named in the lawsuit, argues he's not telling people to vote no, rather educating voters with the facts.
I say make your own decision. Here are the facts, make your own decision. That's a perfectly legitimate use of the resources, and it's a perfectly legitimate message for me to send to people. Do your homework on what the impacts of 205 will be. Let them make their own call.
Livier says this campaign isn't only about winning.
What we wanted to do is start really pushing the fabric of what electoral politics are here in Tucson and start telling the truth. And we can't get our elected officials to start telling the truth and to represent us to the best of their abilities if we allow them to continue doing this kind of dirty politicking.
Direct democracy relies on a healthy debate. That's pro and con. Put the facts out, let the people decide. Direct democracy doesn't work when one side gets the platform and everybody else stands and listens to them. So for the people who are supporting 205, knock yourself out. You've run a healthy campaign, but that doesn't mean that we don't have a voice in this as well.
Now, Election Day is November 5th. Remember, this is an all vote by mail election. In studio tonight, I'm Eric Vink, News 4 Tucson.
Video.